Hello, I'm James Barn, and this is my final poster on the implicit association test and my results. I found that overall, my results tended to be aligned with my personal characteristics and also societal norms that I've learned throughout my life. To begin, what is the implicit association test? The implicit association test, or the IAT, is a test designed to measure our implicit associations or biases. Implicit associations are associations or prejudices or biases we make between groups and concepts that we have internalized, and they form our explicit opinions and associations, which are what we show the world, whether we realize it or not. The IAT was created in 1998 by Anthony Greenwald, Debbie McGee, and Jordan Schwartz. It has gotten much media coverage throughout the past 2 decades, being featured in places such as the New York Times, the Washington Post, and more. So how does the IAT work? Well, there are multiple stages to the test. In all stages, you sort images or words according to separate categories. For example, in the weight IAT, it would sort images of larger individuals into the fat category and images of thin individuals into the thin category. Then the test would add a positive or a negative element or correlation with each group. Also in the weight IAT, it would correlate good with thin and bad with fat, and then it would switch them later on in later stages. Lastly, you answer some more personal questions about yourself. The IAT also considers the time you take to sort these concepts into these separate categories. This method of sorting and timing shows our associations between concepts and evaluations of those concepts. However, it is important to take into consideration the reliability and the validity of the IAT. Critics have said that the IAT is not fully reliable, as it has a low test-retest reliability, and multiple other factors can impact a participant's score outside of the test itself. On top of this, although the face and content validity of the IAT is relatively high, it does not fully meet standards of criterion validity. However, in this case, it is safe for me to assume that my results are accurate. So I took the sexuality IAT, the weight IAT, and the weapons IAT. For the sexuality IAT, I actually had a slight preference for gay people. This is the largest reason I believe that one's results are at least somewhat aligned with their personal traits. Although I am not gay, I am bisexual, which I believe led to this result of somewhat preferring gay individuals, which aligned with 8% of other participants. I wanted to go more in depth with this result, as I believe there are many factors that contribute to this result here. As a non-heterosexual individual, I believe that there's a part of me that actually has a fear, or at least a negative view of straight people. These feelings, I believe, are a result of watching people like me be terrorized in the media, at school, basically in just all general areas of life. And this often happens by straight individuals. I myself have actually experienced some harassment related to my sexuality, which also reinforces this. I've been called sexuality and gender-related slurs, typically by white, often conservative men. They're also straight. Although I don't fear straight people, and I definitely don't hate them, I believe it is this innate camaraderie of being a part of a taboo community, paired with personal experience, that led to this result. As for the weight IAT, I got a moderate preference for thin people, which aligned with 28% of other participants. This, paired with the results of my next IAT, are what makes me believe that one's results are also combined with societal teachings. Although I am overweight myself and tend to view larger people in a positive light, I think that society has taught me to believe that thinner people are more attractive, thus this result. Lastly, I took the weapons IAT, and I got a moderate association of harmless objects with white people and weapons with black people, which aligned with 30% of other participants. I believe this also reinforces the idea that societal teachings impact our results. Although I believe that black individuals are not inherently dangerous, I think that society has ingrained in us this idea that black people are more likely to be harmful, leading to this result. Overall, I think that these IATs are generally accurate, although one should definitely remember the criticisms the research has presented against this test. So, this has been my findings with the implicit association test, and thank you for watching.